Although I may poach their chat if this works out pretty well, because they already did the merge chat overlay, which, and that's what you're looking for, right? All right, let's see how this does. All right, well, so far, yep, nothing's dying a horrible death, so, you know, wins around. The other nice thing is then I don't have to upload my my VODs anymore to YouTube because they'll be there in a much higher quality anyway. Oh, a little bit of jank there. We'll see. No, a guy who just uses Restream, shoots it out to kick too. Yeah. The one catch with Restream is all of your streams have to be the exact same quality, and that's the one thing that makes it a little bit of a no-show for me, is that YouTube can actually handle higher quality than Twitch can, and so I didn't want to tether them. And you can split it, but there's a cost, a monthly cost, and I am not rich enough for said monthly cost. But hey, if you guys are willing to donate and sub, I'm willing to give it a shot. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. With Restream, you have to pay to do 4K and 1080 for Twitch, because Twitch has a 1080 limit. So if you want to do the free stuff on Restream, you're basically stuck at 1080 on both of them. But if you want to do different levels, which is what I want to do, that costs money on a monthly basis. Because they have to actually, yeah, that also helps. He's got that partner money. Yeah, if I had partner money, it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I was looking at doing some IRL streaming too, and so I was doing some research on that, and I found out that one of the standard streaming setups you do for IRL, it's this backpack, is like $2,600, but it's got everything covered. But then it's a $200 to $400 monthly bill for the multiple modems, because you need backup modems. For between, like when one connection dies, it'll instantly transition over to the other one, and they shotgun them. So basically, you won't have any outage time. But I'm like, yeah, that is partner money. But oh man, if I could, woo. Oh, partner or sitcon, non-existent. I'll be doing a co-stream like I did last year, but yeah, I just can't afford to go. Not right now. Not with my contractor money. But next time it's in the States, at this point, I would be able to go. And if I can get a non-contract job in the next year, I might be able to go wherever it is. Gonna try and shoot for next year. Yeah, it all depends on kind of where they're gonna put it. Because since they like to cycle through their studios, we've done LA. We're doing Manchester this year, so there's a chance it could be in Austin, and that would be cool. I've never been to Austin, but if it's I might be able to do Montreal too if they do it at Turbulent. But if they did, because they have a Singapore to Germany one, right? I don't know if I'd be able to do those unless there was a vocational update in my current career status. Might be China. Are they going to open up a China studio as well? Whoa. How's the current job going? It's doing okay. It's paying the bills. It's the reason I can hop on here, thankfully, and not have to stress about it too much. But yeah, it could be better. But, you know, really, ultimately, can't complain. It's been... Whoa! I'm going to take that as a win. The cheapest win I could have, but I'll take it. But yeah, overall, it's not too bad. Calzandra. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, burp, 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 burp. The test channel, which makes sense since I'm on the PTU. Oh, they partnered with one? Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. Because I know they've got, was it a Singaporean studio or is it a Taipei studio? They definitely have a Far East one, but I thought it was Singapore, but I genuinely couldn't say. I could not say. Wow. Okay, so selfishly speaking, I'm looking at the two streams right now, and so far, they look okay. Neither of them look like they're imploding. Mostly handling their small asset stuff. That makes sense. Yeah, you end up with any major like AAA type game, you always end up with what are known as support studios, because as much as, you know, we'll say that, yeah, we did this all in-house, there are always support studios because there's so many like little assets or in the terms of like FPS games like map additions, etc. And that can get really time consuming, and you want your main studio to really focus on the actual main game itself. Like when I was working over at 343, they had one that they used pretty close to exclusively called Certain Affinity, and they've actually worked on a lot of other studio games as well, but 343 is the one I know the most. Yeah, they worked on some of the map packs back in the Halo 4 days. I think they worked on a couple of the levels. What's up, DZ? All right, I think we've given enough time. Let's see if we can get into the PU. Proceed to menu. All right. Ah, you son of a bitch. Server change unavailable. Server change can suck D's nuts. D's nuts. Who's nuts? D's nuts. We're gonna try anyways. We're gonna get ambitious. We're gonna hope that it lets us in and that the server is doing high fives and life is great. That's the hope. That's the plan. All right, so it looks like there is a little bit of tiny bit of stutter, but it's like literally 0.1%, so that's not too bad. Yes, 090 is where the devil lives. So I'm thinking this may not be playable for me if 090 is Satan incarnate. All right, let's try this. Display info 3. Let's see if it's sticking me on 090 still. Yeah, look at that 090. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, I'm looking at message of the day from testing. We're keeping an eye on a few bug fixes, the top few bug fixes overnight, and if all goes well, we're aiming for wave 2 in the morning on Saturday, US time, as well as running blockade runner shortly after. I feel, now, I may be jumping the gun, but I feel this probably is not ready for wave 2 or blockade runner. Call me crazy, call me wacky, call me zany. I'll try best and see what happens. Yeah, exactly. What do we got to lose? What do we have to lose? Nothing except for time. And you know what? That's all I'm doing. I'm here for time. I'm here chit-chatting, making conversation, saying words. Hey, buddy. What's up?
Let's get it started. Ha, let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Ha, let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Ha, let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Ha, let's get it started in here. Yeah?
Hell yeah. Indy's got a good beat. He knows where it's at. He knows exactly where it's at. He's good people that way. Oh, I do. I do. We got a little black eyed peas here. I mean, I'm I'm at the right age. I'm old, but not that old. I'm like right in between. Perfect. Quasi old. Pseudo old. Man, I got faith in you. We can do this. We can defy the odds. You and me. Come on, Stanton. Let's prove them wrong. Let's get me into the system. Come on, buddy. Ooh, hold on. That's cool. Okay, if you look on the very top, it's actually got camera details now, which is kind of cool. This is in Display Info 3. So you get camder. So that's your basically your rotation. You got your field of view. You got your focal length. You got your f-stop. So if you ever want to try to mimic camera details, you got them. They're right there. That's super cool. I like that. Look at me eternally at 60. Just waiting. Just hoping. Session, shard ID. Server recovery port 0. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. I don't even have an authority identifier. I have no authority here. No one will respect my authority this way. Oof. 70 ping. What's up with that? I'm not going to win any Valorant tournaments with that. Jeebus. Jeebus! The hail. The hail, you say. You know what I'm just realizing? I think... it did. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I'm like, why is it so quiet in the background? It's just me and my voice. Gotta have my music. Gotta have my tunes. So I hope you enjoy the game so far. I'm enjoying it. We call it Screen Saver. We save screens one by one. Trying to change the world one screen at a time. Oh. Recommend you use a stream. Okay. That's good to know. So I just got a note from YouTube's in my little canvas thing. They're like, we appreciate the fact that you've got all this bandwidth. That's great. But you don't need to use all of that on this. You're wasting bandwidth, sir. So calm it down. Thanks. Master mode's going to be changing. I hadn't heard that. That's news. What's up? What's up with master modes? What are they doing to it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm on board, but what are they changing? Are they making more master modes? Are they adding more modes? Are they adding more masters or more modes? Are they going to add operators? More operator modes. I do like the operator modes, I will say. They didn't give full disclosure. It just said it in Star Citizen Live. Oh, I wonder if that's when I was dozing. I'm going to have to go back and watch that last little chunk. That's good. That's good. I am curious. I mean, admittedly, they've got a lot in the works, including stuff that, you know, I mean, this isn't really talking out of school. You know, they're working on things that we don't hear about until it's to the point where they can at least show something to us. But that is reassuring. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, this is such a great picture. Look at that camera dir, field of view 55. Beautiful stuff, guys. Thank God. I was thinking to myself, you know what I was missing? The server errors. They comfort me. They comfort me in my darkest times. Let's see. We're going back to the menu. Oh my God. You know what those server errors did? They literally kicked 2 people out of my stream. We were at 4 whole people, and then the server error came up, and we lost 2 of them. That was one hell of a server error. All right, now that I have some context, though, let's do offline Vandal Swarm. Oh, no rewards if I offline it. But no one's doing Vandal Swarm with me. I want to do Vandal Swarm. 30k, you're not wrong. 30k is the future. Especially when you're in an infinite loop like that. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All right, endless Vandal Swarm. Let's see if we can find someone else to join us. Come on, buddy. Someone should join us. We're at Jericho. Waiting for one players. I'm one players.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
Ooh, F. F is for moving around. You're free to move about the sky. Look, pal, I want to fly. I want to kill some bad guys. Come on, one players. Meow. I have missed this. Meow. Do I think the reason they pulled away from the Stargates might be due to SG-1 possible legal ramifications? No, I mean, it's possible in the sense that, like, honestly, anything's possible when it comes to this stuff because rights holders can be fickle. But I actually would probably lean that they're saying the truth, where it's like it didn't feel like it matched with the current vibe. Especially the one thing that always bugged me about like jump gates like that is exactly the thing they brought up, which is in order to have a jump gate on the other side to go to, you would have had to have gone there, which implies that someone did non-jump space travel to each of these locations. So it's like, and it, of course, you had to go to at least a couple of them. So I mean, it's not unreasonable, but simultaneously, it's it either end up with ancient alien tech, which is actually my personal favorite. I love ancient alien tech stories. Or you end up with a lot of slow travel. If they did, I could 100% understand. Yeah. And that, so I'm kind of leaning towards, especially since even if they decided not to go with like they could make the gate, because it's effectively just an aesthetic wrapper. They could make it into whatever, because like the concept of a jump gate is definitely not individually copyrighted by anyone. I mean, we've got that in Cowboy Bebop, we've got that in Stargate, although it's more of a personal travel for those. You know, it's been in so many things. So I don't really feel like they would have any sort of IP issues. So I'm really kind of using my Occam's razor on that one. I think they were pretty honest on that one. But, you know, of course, I'll never know. So, surprise. But yeah, I'm a sucker for ancient alien tech. The game I'm currently working on, the tabletop game I'm working on, is very much around kind of ancient legacy. And so, yeah, I'm a sucker for that stuff. I love it when you have it. It's kind of my way of exploring the past, exploring legacy without the without the pent up colonialism problems, because it's all about discovery and learning. I wonder if they'll ever show us ships that built the stations. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I would love to see the station builders. I mean, if they get far enough along in base building, like I don't see why we couldn't have like, and like whether it's in the scope now, we might even be talking like post-launch. We're definitely talking post-launch now that I think about it. But you know, if we could have stations, we'll probably need something to represent the builders. So it'd be just a tasty bit of lore to be able to do that. You know, to be able to show that. Oh, I would love it. I'd be all about it. Man alive! Where are the people? It's so lonely in here. You know what? I'm going to take out INS. Oh, wait. Nope. I remember something about that. Oh, I think that's something they fixed, though. Never mind. I'm glad I literally just remember, or they fixed it before I remembered it. The INS Jericho AC map had a crashing scenario, like a almost 100% instant repro. And I'm glad that they fixed it before I forgot about it, because I would probably have crashed like 3 times now, because I think I've ended up in INS each and every time so far. Let's see. Return to game. We're going to menu. We're going to menu, guys. All right. I don't expect... Yeah, you sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. Let my guy go. Let him go. That's all I'm asking. That's all I want in life. It's my Christmas wish. Let's see, where else could we go? Engineering duel. I would love to do that, but I just don't see anybody. I mean, hell, if I can't get anyone in Endless Swarm, why do I think I'm going to get it in duel? That'd be crazy. Crash the server, make it spool new one. That's right. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I'm just constantly going over to check. I'm like, hey, how about now? How about now? Oh, Gun Rush, yeah. I'm going to suck so bad, but you know what? Let's do it. I am a magic sorcerer boy when it comes to FPS. I like playing my Destiny 2, hopping around. But we'll see how I do. We'll see how I do. Either way, it'll be fun. Fingers crossed. Besides, I got my badass teddy bear helmet. I'm a gummy bear. I'm bouncing here and there and everywhere. Primarily because there's high adventure that's beyond compare. Because they are the gummy bears. It's fact. It's fact. Marty, yes. He has been super busy with work. I literally, in the last 3 weeks, maybe have spoken to him twice. He's been just constantly working, like even offline. I've been trying to ping him, being like, hey, you want to do something? And he's like, I want to. I just do not seem to have the time. And moreover, he's rearranging his office one more time. So he's disassembled his sticks, because I've been like, hey, you want to hop into Star Citizen before 324 comes out? And he's like, I do, but time. Especially since, you know, unfortunately, he's been very unlucky with his flying recently. And so the other thing that's kind of interesting is he's like, in order to do anything, I need at least 2 quality hours in that game. And I'm like, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give them to you, though. If you want to do something, let me know, because I'll definitely hop on. But he's just been a swamped boy. Like, he's been playing a lot of Destiny 2. Because there's been some new content that came out. And also it's very easily, you know, pick up 5 minutes and you're done if you want to. And a lot of Minecraft, which I think, if I remember, he has a nephew he plays with sometimes. So I think he's been just kind of enjoying sort of the zen of it all, the chill of it all. And I can respect that. I can absolutely respect that. It's sometimes the world, man, it just gets in your face and it punches you in the balls until you just can't take it anymore, you know? Shoot, is he leaving the flock? I think he'll be back. But basically right now. So the other thing is, as you know, I have a rule in place on the stream, on all my community stuff, to not get very political. And it's not because I'm not political, but it's more the, you know, there's a place for those types of things. And in those places, I'll be very loud. But here it's like, I just want us to have fun, you know, and I don't want that to become, a very negative distraction, because, you know, the world is the way the world is right now. He is very much an activist. He works for a lot of communities, community groups where he lives, and he has to like bite his tongue so often, not because of the fact that he wants to bring up politics with me, but because it's in his blood and he just wants to talk about it. And I totally understand that. But the reason I bring that up, carefully trying to not punch myself in the face for the exact thing I try not to talk too much about on the channel, is with the whole with all the stuff that's happened in the last month, he has been very activated. He's had a lot to do, a lot to work on, and so because of that, he, between his day job and then his passion to to be an activist, he just doesn't have a lot of time right now. And I'm hoping if that's the reason, that come November we'll have more time. But but yeah, he's just super swamped. Oh, I think he also got a promotion, if I remember, which that also has brought some extra, effort there. Yeah, he does a lot of party stuff. And so he is. I really respect the amount of effort he puts into it, because like I just the it's for me, that kind of stuff like consumes me too much. Like if I think it's like literally I'm just too empathetic with this kind of stuff. If I get too into it, I just see how shitty everything is, and then it just makes me feel horrible. And that's actually one of the main reasons why I don't bring it up on the channel. It's like if the whole point of a community is the vibes, right? It's like the attitude, the feel. It's like you don't want to watch just like all the lifeblood, all the energy just. And so it's like I respect it and I'm really impressed by it, but I can't do it because it just sucks me dry. Exactly. That's the exact catch. It's like I do have, pretty strong standings on the things I stand on, but simultaneously, both sides are a mess. It's not like things are Shangri-La on either side, and so because of that, it's just like everything it's so exhausting, so draining. But I respect him for being able to like take that and just keep running with it, and those are the types of people that are going to improve the world. It's like there's a reason why for a long time politicians, that wasn't a full-time job. It was a role, and you can see that more in like local I'll focus more on local politics in this scenario. It's like your aldermen, most of them aren't full-time aldermen. That doesn't pay the bills. They're like a friend of mine is actually a dental assistant, but she's very passionate about local politics. So she actually ran for alderman of the small bedroom community that they live in. It's like 5,000, 10,000 people, tiny amount of people. But she had the passion and she's making change where she can. And I'm like, props, man. That's freaking awesome. And that's the thing that allows me to sleep at night. It's like, I know the people that I am, putting my support behind, with votes, with delegating, etc. They're doing the best thing they can, and I'm like, good, that I can trust you to do that. That's why I voted for you. Love it. Like pure civics. Love it. Love that stuff. Politics is where it goes poop. You know what's funny? Okay, jury duty. I actually, so growing up in the Midwest, I had my, I've been kicked from probably from the server, probably. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Hold on. Is that, please? No, son of a bitch. What was I going to say? Yeah. So yeah, I was raised, very much, Main Street, USA, cause I was raised in, the Midwest, and very stereotypically, like we want to make change for the better, that kind of a thing. The moment I turned 18, I, signed my little draft card, even though, God, I was glad they never used that, but, signed it because I was required to. And I know that's what puts you into the jury duty pool, or at least it used to. And I was hyped. I wanted to be in jury duty. I wanted to kind of be like, look, I did my part. I helped out. It's like my little thing. I did it. I did not get jury duty until 5 years ago. Keep in mind, I'm 46. So that would have made me 41. I put my name in the pool when I was 18. Literally, it took me nearly 30 years to finally get my first call. And even then, like when I went in, it was like I was a contractor at that point, so I wasn't getting paid for any days that I actually did jury duty. And so I was like, God damn it. The one time I was really excited to do this, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me. And they didn't. And so I was like, okay, that's good. But like, I want to do it. I know I'm weird. I know I'm the weird outlier, because most people are like, God, why would you want to do that? I'm like, I want to participate. I want to say that, hey, I did a thing. But yeah, it did not work out. Oh boy. But yeah, one day, man, One day. Did my draft card, never heard a peep, voted one time, immediately got picked. That's the voodoo, man. You got the voodoo on you. Come on, man. Come on. All right, you know what? I hate to say it. Maybe. Because I'll admit, I don't want to play menu the game for the whole night, you know? Changing servers temporarily locked while your avatar is still active in a game. This can happen after exiting in combat or allowing rejoining after a game crash. Wonder if maybe they killed the other servers. Let's see. Let's see if there's any news in chat. In testing chat. So you know how they have dev tracker for like most Spectrum stuff? I wish they had dev tracker for chat specifically, because scrolling up sometimes just to see the last time like you saw anything from one of the devs, it can take a while, you know? Just scroll. Yeah, I might do that. They are. All right. I'm assuming that is a Turbulent thing. They're the web guys, right? They're the ones that honestly, out of all the different positions at Cloud Imperium, Turbulent would be the ones closest to speaking my personal language. Like, that's closer to the type of dev stuff I do. Like, I did a lot of interfacing, so like all the network connections between a game to like the website or your mobile app or whatever. I made all the little pipes that basically connected the two. So yeah, if I was to ever talk to anybody from Star Citizen directly that I could like really click with, I have a feeling it would probably be Turbulent dudes. They announced it 2 weeks ago. Nice. That's awesome. I like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm impressed with what the site can do, but it's got room. It's got room to grow. It's got room for improvement. Yeah, I probably would click with CR. Chris and I could talk, because that's what I'd do. I'd be like, you know, we're on a first name basis. I'll call him C-Dog. I'll be like, yo, what's up, C-Unit? Nah, if I could speak to Chris, I would probably be talking to him about favorite movies and favorite games. I could see us clicking pretty well on that, because like the interviews I've seen of him, he and I seem to have a very similar mindset for our nerdy interests. And then of course I'd, you know, fanboy a little bit about how much I'm enjoying Star Citizen. God dang it. Let it go. Let it go. Let go of my character. Let it be free. Let it fly. Let it go. It's not being cool, bro. It's not being cool at all. It is being uncool. It is being anti-cool. Oh, this bastard. Someone did two hauling missions. Now they're just taunting. Oh, but EU 100 is also busted. Man, so many busted. Checks friend list to see if someone else is on a different server. I would, except every time they wipe this thing, I lose my entire friend list. Oh, man. And unfortunately, when it comes to Spectrum, I ain't got no friends. I'm a friendless bastard. Actually, honestly, right now I'm looking at my Spectrum friends in the PU. Only one is even on in some way, and they've been away. They've been away for a while. That's Andy, Batman. No. Batman. Well, you know what? We'll just go on the PU. If we can't do the PTU, we're going to go on the PU. That's what we'll do. We're going live. Going live, folks. I haven't been in the PU for a while. I keep getting all amped up about 324, so I'm like, 323, what's that? What does that do? What the hell is that thing? I'm hoping if this is the way it stays, though, for the PTU, that they'll maybe give it a reboot or something. But honestly, we're what? I think it was around 4 that they dropped for my time. So it's been 5 hours. So if we're in a loop in 5 hours, I don't think even if they rebooted it, it's going to be sticking around. You know, I think this may not be what we call a good build, as much as I want it to be. Yeah, right? Bring on 4. We're ready. All 324 is, once it launches, is great. Now we have room for 4. It's like, aren't you gonna go play 324? I would, but 4's almost here. Wow. Oh, that's good. Look how quickly I loaded in. That was very fast. I am most impressed. Let's get in the PU. Let's play some Citizens of the Stars, you know? That's a little bit of a bummer, though. I was very excited. But that's all right. You know, we know it's going to improve. It just takes a little time. I really hope. I mean, that's literally the definition of hopium, but yeah. That's the thing. It's like it's obviously I am not working with daily customer deployments like Star Citizen is right now for the PTU. But one thing I can say is that I do run into scenarios like this where we have this seemingly simple update. Now it's a whole new architectural piece, which is always the warning. The moment you start changing architecture, that's always a hint that things are going to go south. But you know, it's usually like estimated. It's like, okay, we did our due diligence. We looked at what's required. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard. Then you start digging into it, and it just doesn't work. And you're like, well, that's weird. Like conceptually, it's really simple. This should be easy. Then you realize all of the what are called knock-on effects, where basically because this isn't working or it's not working optimally, it breaks this thing, breaks this thing, breaks this thing. And anytime you're dealing with any of the persistence, either the user, the session, which would be like the networking, or any of your persistent objects, once one thing is broken, all things break. And so it's a pain in the ass. But the nice thing is, once you figure out what causes the knock-on effect, that little cascade, then it can get better. And it's so good when it does. One second, I'm checking the thingy. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. Like I said, I'm watching the streams tonight just to see how they're doing with two going at the same time. Let's go over here to the until you fix that, but throws everything else out of whack. 100%. That is exactly what happens. Okay, oh, that's looking pretty good. So now I'm checking out the YouTube stream, and it's looking pretty clean. Pretty clean. Takes a little bit. Unlike the one thing I'll say about the Twitch side of things is when you bring it up, it's almost instantly, it looks beautiful. I mean, assuming that it's set up to, you know, nice, crisp, looks good. The YouTube one takes a moment. It looks all janky because it takes a little bit for the coding to catch up, the encoding to catch up. Once it does, it's also very pretty. It's pretty. What do I want to bring out? What do I want to do? I don't know. Good now. Got choppy for a second. Yeah. That's exactly. I saw a little bit of that, so that's why I was checking it. I'm like, let's see. Well, here's the one thing, though, thinking about is if it turns out I am going to be using the same record rate for both, I might end up just using Restream, because then I don't even have to worry about it on this side. But I got to wait until we see what the end result of my little tests are. My little testy poos. What do I want to do? I don't know. My mind and my heart were all in the PTU. What am I doing now? Where are we going? What am I gonna do? You know what? I haven't taken my 325 out in a while. Why don't we take the 325?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the.
Let's go to a moon. I haven't been to a moon. I also help test a little bit of the quick motion, which is really the thing that's gonna be the most concerning. About the PTU is the ASOP blur. I'm trying to think of what part of it. Now I'm trying to, kind of dumb to be honest. I'm trying to think of which ASOP blur you're talking about. Is Is it like blurring the background, or are you talking about the texture? Are you talking about like the dirtiness, like the thumbprints and everything on it now? Because I do like the texture. And a blur fuzzy look. Oh, I think you might be talking about the texture. I actually like the texture. I don't know why it would be on all of them. Like, I would like to keep my ASOP clean. Like, I think all the private ones should be clean. That should be reserved for dirty, nasty pyro, in my opinion. 75%. Let's get some fuel in there. Wallet. No, not wallet. Landing. There we go. Give me some fuel, sir. Oh, I don't need that. Go back. There, give me that. Give me all my hydrogen.
Hydrogen fuel.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you very much. All right, open up.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Landing complete. I'm just taking off. I mean, the fingerprints I'm talking about, if you look at it from an angle, it's got a fuzzy look to it. Okay. I'm not sure. I'll have to, next time I'm able to actually get in the PTU, I'll have to take a look and see what you mean. I may have just gotten used to it and not even noticed. There we go. It's been long enough that I'm actually trying to remember which one is my landing gear. Is it this one? That's the one. Okay. I figured it out. Using science. All right, let's see if I can find... I'm totally going by feels here, so let's see if I can find a moon visually. You look... Oh, no, you're a turret. Oh, one other thing I heard is there's way more turrets now at the stations, which does make sense, because if we're going to be bringing Blockade Runner in, of course there's going to be more defense on the stations. But I heard it's really hard to navigate now because of that. That was something I was hoping to check out tonight. Calliope, there we go. We'll go there.
Quantum drive activated.
I'm going to bring up the full screen, the Twitch one. Let's see how this looks. So the funny thing is, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 frickin' cameras of my face on my computer. All of that means that literally I'm streaming 4 videos of myself, which isn't helping either. But at least this way I can test out, see how things are going. But it is pretty funny. Let's see, we'll fly over to here. Actually, do we have one on the other side? Can we tell which one's on the other side? 591, 608, 626. That one's farthest. And since that is the closest part of the moon to me, that would imply it's the other side. Yeah. I used actual geometry to figure that out. I feel very proud of that. Because that's how spheres work. I used... What do they call that? Napkin math. Alright. Remember the last time I decided to go low flying in a 325?
Quantum drive.
Here's hoping I'll do better. Might actually go to SCM. I mean, it's not fast, but it's fast enough, you know. Oof, look how smoggy it is. I may have made a bad choice with Calliope. Milk was definitely a bad idea. All right, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Those lines. Let me take a look. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, like the dithering and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that I'm not a big fan of that either. So that is a shader effect to simulate like old LCD panels, because yeah, it is basically like you were saying, it's angular lines. That I'm impressed with the effect, but yeah, I could do without it. It honestly, it shows wear. It's another shorthand for wear. So I could be okay with it if it was in Pyro, but once again, like not in my private one. It's kind of crappy looking. It makes it hard to see things. I mean, we're in 2954. That's kind of my point too. Is like I could see this in like somewhere run down. Like it's a great way to show that this is a rundown, unmaintained location. But we're in the middle of like a well-maintained corporate area. I don't see why we would have that effect, you know, that visual. Makes no sense to me. So yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, what I would love to see, and maybe this is going to be coming, is if we had to maintain our what's it called? Our hangars, like not at risk of losing them, because you know they came with our ships purchase wise. But at the very least, if we had to maintain them in order to make them look good or get, you know, full effect, like that would be a great visual for, hey, clean up your dirty ass place. But like that should be something you can remedy. That should not be like the default in any way. Oh, I'm in Nav Quantum. Yeah, I want Nav Quantum. That's what I want. Now send me somewhere with stuff. I want to. There we go. That's why. Shuben. I don't want to go to Shuben. Well, I guess Shuben's on the other side, so I guess I could go to Shuben. I'll go to Shuben just so I can see the other side of the moon. If we have to maintain hangars, give me Raptor. Yes! Yes! Yes, we need the Raptor. We need the Raptor. That is facts. I agree with that. I would love to have... I mean... Make it a 30,000 AUEC vehicle that like does nothing other than clean the floor as a like what's it called, windshield wash simulator game. I'd be on board. I would absorb it. I would love it. It would be the best day. I would be the best. Okay, so far it's looking okay. Now, admittedly, I still haven't gotten a good place for my low flying hijinks. Because unfortunately, flying around in smog, it's not the universal answer I was hoping for. And we're not going to Tressler. No, Mom, we're not going to Tressler. Let's go to Clio. Let's go to Clio. We're off to Clio, man. Is it weird I want to do a type of oil change on my ship? Yeah, no, I like that. I am kind of curious, like, there's got to be more maintenance exercises than shoot your heel laser at your component, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that we'll get something along those lines. Wait a minute. What's that? Hold on. I'm at Clio. What is that? What is that? Right there. See that? What is that? Let's go take a look. Is that a distribution center on a moon? I bet it is. I bet it is, and I just never knew. I want to go see it. I'm going to go see it. We're going to go into the moon. We're going to the moon, yo. Yeah, that looks like freaking Close Encounters right there. What are you? Like, that still doesn't look right. Yeah, I mean, this isn't even at Rayari. Rayari's over here. Like, this is just something off by itself. What are you? I think I found the secret alien outpost. Where? Okay, 8K. I'm like, I just realized I should probably look at where I'm at in terms of descending. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know if I know this. What am I looking at here? Okay, let's flatten out here. Oh! Is this... I mean, I know it's not its main purpose, but this is one of the racetracks, right? This is like the refinery-looking place. That's crazy. I didn't know you could see it from space. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Hold on, let's bring out landing gear just so it's... I can, like, hover a little bit more.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Yeah, look at this place. I think, honestly, it's just that I haven't been playing in a while, so now everything just looks more amazing. But, I mean, look at this. Also, now I'm starting to play locally at 4K in preparation for eventually being able to record on that. Yeah, that looks beautiful, man. Look at that. Oh, however it is, I'm noticing a little jank on that stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did not like that. Did not like that. All right, hold on. Let's do a little testy poo. All right, I'm going to consider the conclusion of my YouTube test.